Hello and welcome to another episode of the Healthy Happy Hour. I am so glad that you have joined us today. We are going to have a great time learning about how we can eat those foods that everybody tells us are really bad for us. My guest today has lost over almost 100 pounds eating foods that we're told don't touch the carbs, don't touch the pizza and the pasta and the potatoes and those things. I've gotten to know her over the last few months. I've met her in person, so she's an in real life friend. We've done some work together. I'm so excited about you guys getting to know her because her story is fascinating and what she has to share with you is going to be absolutely amazing. So please share with your friends, bring people in, go ahead and share this episode. Comment down below. Let us know that you're here. I'll be featuring some of your comments and your questions. So we're going to have a great time. With that, I want to introduce you to my good friend, Jeanne Schumacher. Jeanne, say hello.
Hey, thank you for having me here.
Oh, so delighted to finally bring you in. I've been wanting to get you on for quite some time because your story is just amazing. So let's dig back into your story. Take me back a few years ago. You were a lot heavier than you are now. What was going on in your life?
Well, basic things, just normal living. I had gained a lot of weight, and weight has always been an issue throughout my entire life. Not so much when I was young, but with my family. I mean, both sides of my family are extraordinarily heavy, and it's just part of on both sides. My mother and father's side of the family is extraordinarily heavy, morbidly obese for many, many, many of the family members. So it's something that has been part of our family, and it's just been part of our existence. And so, I've always fought it, from pretty much from the time I had a horseback riding accident, and that kind of laid me up. And from that point on, I started gaining a lot of weight because I wasn't able to be active. So from that point, it's been, up, down, up, down, up, down. I would lose weight, gain it, come back. I've tried every diet, everything known to mankind. Seriously. And so the weight just comes back because you're not changing your lifestyle. You have to change it and make it a lifestyle decision. So that's kind of what I did. And I think in some ways though, I hit a brick wall. And I think a lot of us have to come to that realization is that we have to change our health destiny in many ways. And I got very sick. This was shortly after I got married, round 2. And so this is it. Round 2, we're done. Okay. So shortly after we got married, I had 105-degree fever. And I went to the emergency room and they put me right in to the hospital. And I was there for a week. And they never did figure out. It was some kind of infection. And I really don't care what it was or don't know. They never figured it out. My blood pressure was off the charts, like 250 over 150. It was ridiculous. I should have had a stroke, but I didn't, I don't know. The good Lord must be up there thinking, I got plans for this woman. So we got to have her hit this brick wall first, but okay, fine. We'll pick the pieces up and put them back together. And so after, I was never so sick in the hospital that week. And that week in the hospital alone, with just the drugs they gave me and a week in the hospital, was over $30,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. 1 week. That's it. So, and the good news was the woman who treated me was not only a medical doctor, but she was a nutritionist as well, which is such a rare combination. Seriously. After I got out, she kept asking me, as throughout my stay in the hospital, what are you eating? What do you consume? And her big focus was on food. And really, what else did I have to do except lay there and sweat and chill and shake? And I started processing a lot of what she said, and it started to resonate with me. And I thought it was pretty good, apart from being overweight and, whatever. But my health in general was pretty good up to this point. And I was always very physically active, but this really made me think. And I'm like, okay. So this was almost 10 years ago. So she started me on Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. And I read that book and then never looked back. And then Forks Over Knives came out, not long after that. And that reiterated everything that I was living, eating, breathing. And so it was a journey from there,
You were so fortunate that you had a medical professional that was really focused on this issue. I mean, you go back to Hippocrates, let food be thy medicine. We've just gotten so far off from that over the years in our current modern medical practices. Not that I'm a medical doctor or a nutritionist or, a healthcare professional. I'm just somebody who has also lost a lot of weight and learned a lot about nutrition along the way. I really had to learn. And so I just know there's so much misinformation out there. That's why I love bringing people like you on board who have learned a lot the hard way and actually now sharing that information with others, which we're going to get into in just a little bit. But let's dig a little bit more into, on a practical basis, what did you change? What are you doing now? What's your life like as now having lost almost 100 pounds because of your new lifestyle?
Well, it's changed my life. I mean, completely in so many ways. I mean, first of all, just for my social network of friends. I mean, it's not like I've given up my old friends, but my friends that are like my age, not to say that I'm this marathon person that I can go out. I mean, I don't do marathons. Nancy, my partner in crime, she's the crazy one that goes out and runs. Okay, no, this is not a running person here. Forget that. Yeah, no, I'll power walk. Oh, that's it. But I like to bike and kayak and hike and things like that. But you're not going to get me out running. Sorry. Not going to happen. Unless somebody's chasing me and it's a life-threatening situation, you're not getting me out there running. Sorry. So anyway, but it's changed it. But not to say that I'm this ultra, in shape, fit person. No, I'm not. But people my age in my group of friends from before, they're all sick. They can't keep up with me. They can't do the things that I can do. So it's really tough to connect with them, except when I do call them and then I have to hear the litany of, oh my God, I just had another stroke, or, I just got diabetes. I just got diagnosed with diabetes, or, I got the diagnosis for cancer, which is going to change your life. I mean, whoa. I mean, not in a good way. But I mean, and then these are conversations. And it's like, hey, did anything good happen this week? I mean, seriously, and that's the conversations. I mean, they're very depressing conversations. And it's like, wow, I try and help them as much as I can. But, unless you're ready to change and you're willing to make that change in your life, it's, they're still stuck in that mentality of, oh my God, I'm sick and I won't change. I can't heal my body, but you can. And I don't know, but the people that I started to connect with in my friend circle has expanded tremendously. And I've connected with so many vibrant people like yourself, that really embrace life, are happy to be alive. And I mean, there was a quote, and I don't know who said this quote, but I've kind of like made it my own because, we're not living longer, we're dying slower. And if you think about it, people that, like my mother-in-law, she passed at the age of 79. At the age of 72, she went into a nursing home for Alzheimer's at 72. Okay. And as in retrospect, because I'm doing this series with Dr. Neil Barnard on power foods for the brain. I mean, in retrospect, I can see everything, why she got Alzheimer's. I mean, and it's preventable. Not when she gets into the nursing home, you can't fix that. I mean, once you're there, that's it, we're done. But if you want to fix it so that you don't get it, you can. So I see just in retrospect, all the things that she did wrong. And I understand why she got it, but in just to watch this progression of her, it took her 7 years for her body to finally shut down. Her brain was gone because she couldn't remember. She didn't know who she was, didn't know the family, didn't know anybody. And it was just so sad to see this and to watch my husband watch his mother decompose in front of him. It's so heart-wrenching. And it's coming. There's more people coming. And just apart from the emotional and physical and mental, there's all these pieces. I mean, how it impacts the family financially. She went in, and it wasn't a more expensive area. It was in Pennsylvania, so it's not like New York City prices. She went in at $4,000 a month, and at the end of her stay, it was almost to $9,000. Okay, so excuse me, I got to plug in. And if Nancy were here, she would be making fun of me right now because, oh, you didn't plug in. I told you to plug in. Okay, so I plugged in my computer. We're good. We're not going to shut down or anything. Okay, good. All right. So, but who's going to pay for this? You know, this upcoming huge influx of baby boomers that are going to be hitting the nursing home. And who, because you need 24/7 care. For somebody who's got Alzheimer's, they can't take care of themselves. They have no clue who they are, where they are. I mean, and leading up to this point, it just didn't. Alzheimer's, you just didn't happen overnight. I mean, it was a progression, to the point where she was becoming dangerous to herself. She would get up in the middle of the night and go out the door, and start walking, and she'd have no clue where she was, and the police would have to bring her back a couple of times. Hello, we've lost our mother again. Can you find her? Or she'd be in the car, and next thing you know, you'd stop at a light, and she'd jump out of the car and start taking off in the middle of traffic, like on 4-lane highways, and she'd take off. It's like, why she didn't get hit, I have, to this day, I don't know. Her guardian angel was protecting her, but you just wonder. I mean, at what point it was tough all the way around. I can't even begin to tell you how hard that was to watch her to do that.
I can imagine. My partner's father and mother did have Alzheimer's, and they were already in homes by the time. Well, she was already in a home by the time it kicked in with her. So it was really sad and tragic. And, people will say Alzheimer's runs in the family, but I really like the way Dr. Greger says it. I know he's somebody that you follow and somebody that I follow too. He says, these conditions don't run in the family. Diets run in the family. And he goes into a lot of detail on that. And my favorite book, I have to show this almost every episode. You guys have to get this book, How Not to Die.
Fabulous.
It's a really fantastic book. And,
fabulous.
Let me bring us back around because, through the conversation, you've been talking about heart disease and cancer and Alzheimer's and some other issues. And I'm sure a lot of people are out there saying, well, how does that all tie together? And what can we do about it? I think my mother had breast cancer, so I might get breast cancer. I'm probably going to get it. It's just a matter of time. What would you say to those folks?
Well, first of all, going back to, like, say breast cancer runs in your family. Okay, fine. Maybe the genes do. And I like this, genes, there's two types of genes. Ones are expressed. The ones that say, okay, you're going to have blonde hair, blue eyes, those are expressed. But the rest of the genes that are in your family, that are in your whole mantra within your body itself, I think of them as committees. And whether they get turned on or expressed or not is going to be dependent upon the food that you eat, your environment that you live in, the chemicals that you're exposing yourself to. Because one of the things that Nancy and I teach about is what we call the trifecta approach. Because you have to change what goes in, which is the food and the drink. You have to change what goes on, which is the environmental toxins, personal care products, laundry detergent. Are you using air fresheners in your home? The chemicals you're being exposed to on a day-to-day basis within your house. And then you also have to increase your physical activity. You have to do that. You have to move your body. So we teach about what we call the trifecta approach. So, but whether or not the breast cancer gets expressed or not in your family is going to depend upon the food, the drink, the environmental toxins, and whether you exercise or not. That's what's going to determine whether these genes get expressed or not.
Okay. And you mentioned Nancy. I know about this wonderful venture that you guys have together called the Starch Queens. So let's talk about you and Nancy and why this thing is called the Starch Queens, and why are you called the Starch Queen of Diamonds?
Well, let's go back to, how Nancy and I met. We met through social media. We met through, right after Plant Pure Nation came out, we had connected through one of the Facebook groups. And when Plant Pure Nation came out, they were asking for people to step up as pod leaders or group leaders. And I immediately signed up. And I think she signed up, like we were about the same time, signed up on the same day. I mean, and connected with Plant Pure Nation because we're like, yeah, we need to be on this. We need to be connecting with Plant Pure Nation. So right after that, I started working on a curriculum. And if you go to starchqueens.net, there is, under teaching resources, there's a curriculum that I have written. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. That's what my doctorate's in, is curriculum instructions in science, science education, chemistry, environmental science, biology. I mean, in that whole genre. So I've created this curriculum for people that if they want to share this message, it's there. I've made the teacher's notes. I've created the actual lectures on Prezi. I love Prezi. It's like a PowerPoint on steroids. Yay. Love it. So it's there for you to use. And so Nancy and I connected with a group of other people, and we just loved, we loved our work ethic, and we connected there. And then I started doing these 10-day challenges. And it started out with a friend of mine locally, and we were whining on the phone to each other because we'd hit plateaus, and you lose weight. When you go plant-based, you lose weight very quickly. And if I hear one more person go, oh yeah, I went plant-based and lost 400 pounds overnight, I'm going to kill them, because that was not my journey ever, just no. So my fat and I have been together for a long time, and it doesn't want to give up the mothership. So here it is. I'm still battling it, and I've lost a lot, and I still have more to go. It's a journey. So every day it's I'm living it. So I said, okay, all right, game on, girlfriend, 10 days, let's do this. And we did it, maximum weight loss based upon like Dr. McDougall's, he's got a great book, but it's old, it's outdated, and some of the information needs to be updated. But we did it based upon that and the ideas behind that and caloric density. So at the end of 10 days, and we've made a bet because we both use Pure Haven Essentials, which are products that are not toxic at all, they're amazing, and they're amazing. That's what's the best part about it. So at the end of it, I said, okay, loser has to buy the winner whatever they want from the catalog. And she's like, oh, you're on, let's go. And so I posted this in Facebook, and within 5 minutes, I had 3 other women who were like, I'm in. And so we had within an hour. I mean, we started the next day. We went for 10 days. Then the next time we did it, we had about 11. And then we did it a couple more times, and it kept growing. And then Nancy jumped in and said, okay, I'm challenging plant-based Chico is going to challenge plant-based Westchester. And we divided the country up. So east of the Mississippi went to my group, west of the Mississippi went to her group. And we got up to the point where we each had about 100 people in the group doing these 10-day challenges, which was fantastic. So, and then it got to be too much for us. I mean, so we started creating plant-based towns. So we've got about 27 plant-based towns now around the country. And some of these plant-based towns are actually now doing 10-day challenges and challenging us. So it's great. It's so much fun. And the people who are the pod or plant-based group leaders for their towns, we connect on a monthly basis. We connect as an admin group, and we just connect with each other and share. We share resources. We connect with each other, and it's just a vibrant group of people that is just amazing. So now we've got plant-based Chicago in English and Espanol. Emma is amazing. She and I are working on translating one of my lectures into Spanish because she is perfectly bilingual. Now, I'm pretty good in Spanish, but whoa, she takes it to Jedi level. She's fluent in both languages and has no accent in either language, which is, it's not the norm. So she and I are working on translating one into Spanish. So we've got plant-based Chicago, we've got plant-based Atlanta, Ontario, plant-based Chico, Westchester, and Providence, Rhode Island is going to be joining us for 10-day challenges. Now, these are free 10-day challenges. We do them on the first Monday of the month and the third Monday of the month, and we do it for 10 days. And so we do it in a private, secret Facebook group that we add people to. So if you want to connect with us, love to have you. And there's no geography police. And it's like, well, I don't live in Westchester. Okay, who cares? Wherever you are, join us. Love to have you in the challenge. So it's absolutely amazing, the connections and bonding, because you're trying to change your life and your lifestyle. And it's difficult, especially if you don't have support within your family, or you're the only person you feel like in your state that's doing this. No, there's other people. But through social media, the power of social media, you can connect with other people and do this with other people. But since then, Nancy and I both realized that there was a need for education as well as not just the support. So we're continuing to do these 10-day free support challenges, but she and I have created we call it the Starch Queen's weight loss program. And it's not just because weight loss is a byproduct of this lifestyle, but what you also need to be is educated. So we take it to the next level. So I create every day, Monday through Friday, an educational topic on, say, food addiction or emotional eating, or we might talk about toxins, or, oh my gosh, let me read down for you what we covered in February, just to give you an idea of, no, this is January's. I picked up January's. So we did this. Why are you doing this? Preparation, how to shop, chop, and prep. Moving your health in the right direction. Exercise, toxins. Don't weigh yourself every day. What about pasta flour and refined grains, caloric density? Why no oil? Believe in yourself. Food addiction, non-scale victories, exercise, label reading, how to read a label appropriately, eating out, travel strategies, coffee, how alcohol affects your brain and body, intermittent fasting, fiber, heart disease, water, the pleasure trap, gut biome, cancer and how it affects our lives, keep educating yourself, vegan versus plant-based, and then reflection. This is what we covered. These were the topics we covered in 1 month, okay? We do 4 Q&A sessions. We do 4 webinars. And then Nancy does what we call Driving with Nancy in the morning. And she is amazing. I call her the Queen of Hearts because she's just like she's an amazing coach that helps. She just gets inside your head. I'm the Queen of Diamonds because I want the facts. Me and Joe Friday, give me the facts. I'll give you the research. I know how to research. I'm good at it. I put together the educational materials and I find everything. I find videos. I find lectures. I find, documents. I put it all together in a form, a package. That's the educational part of it. Then she takes that information and does Driving with Nancy in the morning. So she puts her camera up on the dashboard, and as she's driving to work, she talks to you. Hi, everybody, it's Nancy. So, and then she goes into whatever the topic is for the day. And so then we post them up on YouTube, and then that goes into our, I just finished creating the Starch Queen's weight loss website, and that's an even full-blown version now. And so we put all the information. So like if you join this month, you get all the other webinars that we've done, the Q&As, so you can go back and really educate yourself on these topics. So we've taken it to Jedi level, in terms of educating people. So, it's an amazing program. It really is. So I'm blessed to be able to work with such an amazing woman. And I know you helped us set up things in the beginning. You were a great resource because that's what you do, is help businesses set up. So kudos to you for helping us to set this up. So.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm so impressed to hear all the different things that you are teaching. I know early on you were sharing with me some of the things that you were planning to teach. And I'm thinking, boy, I need to sign up for this course because this is all the stuff that I'm interested in. I know a certain amount. I know what I know, but you guys have, both of you have many, many years of experience and helping people and helping yourselves. And so I've lost almost 50 pounds, well, a little over 50 pounds as I've been on this journey, and it feels great. You were talking earlier about feeling younger. I mean, I really do feel like I've sort of de-aging phase. Like you're saying, you're keeping up with the younger people. That's who I generally am relating to more, people who are either actually younger or they at least act and think younger.
Yes.
And so it's really been fantastic. And I'm thrilled to hear about what you guys are doing with the course. I'm going to share your website here.
Please
I'm going to
do.
give that
Well,
a try anyway.
I've got two now. The Starch Queens, starchqueens.net, and the sqweightloss.com, which is brand new. So very exciting.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Let's see if this works. You guys out there that are watching, if you can let me know if you can see the screen share that we're doing.
Technology is always fun.
Oh, I don't think I did get that shared. All right, let me try again.
There it goes. I see it.
Oh,
well, on my end. I see it from my end.
All right, good. And we'll see if we can make it larger. There we go. Okay, so we're showing now. I want to show this, which is your website.
Website, yep.
So lots of great information there where she talked about the trifecta approach, under plant-based living. You can see the plant-based towns. She originally talked about the teaching materials.
Right.
And then what is this?
Oh, videos. Oh my gosh. If you just click on videos, oh my gosh. There is so much underneath the videos, because I've done Kim Campbell, who is from Plant Pure Nation, who has, in my humble opinion, it's got two of the best cookbooks out there. And I just got to shout out to her because, wow.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I mean, oh my God, seriously. Plant Pure Nation and then the Plant Pure Kitchen. So she and I have a series that we've done together called Plant-Based Living with Kim and Jeanne. And she's amazing. I mean, she'll show me a new technique and I like have to go try it. It's great. Well, so we have that one. Then I did the series with Dr. Neil Barnard on the cheese trap. We're in the process of power foods for the brain right now. We've done the first two. I've got next one's coming up, I believe, next week with Dr. Barnard, and then I have to edit it. But we've broken that one into 6 parts of power foods for the brain. Really impressive book. And then we're going into Breaking the Food Seduction, his other book. And then I want to go into the foods that fight pain. So that's this next book that's coming up, Foods That Fight Pain, from Dr. Neil Barnard. So those are the next series I've got coming up with him. And then I did a series with Chef AJ on the buts, because but I can't do this because no one's going to support me. But it's too expensive. But it's this, and that was based on her book on Processed. And then there's a ton of educational videos. The first 3 there are my lectures that I put together and to help you, what is whole food plant-based living? How do you begin? And then tips and tricks. So, and then scrolling down is a whole interview series that I've done. And coming up with Dr. Robert Otzfeld, I've got several interviews with him and some of his lectures that he's done. But I've got an interview series coming up with him because he's got he's very prolific in terms of writing, in terms of cardiology. So we've got several articles coming up with him that he's written. And so I've gone through, read the articles, and then we're going to bring it down because some of them are very technical. We're going to bring it down for the average person who is not a cardiologist, and to be able to understand these articles, because they're powerful, powerful pieces of research that he's done. So that's coming up with. And then there is, for Dr. McDougall, I did a whole series for him. He wanted simple foods, to show people. So that was Dinner Tonight series. And then I went through and started doing, from Maximum Weight Loss book, I did a lot of Mary's recipes. And as my tribute to thank Dr. McDougall for his impact on my life, I started making these videos, cooking videos for people. And he has featured them on his website. So if you go to drmcdougall.com under recipes, and then it says featured videos, those are all mine. So, I've put those on, he's very kindly shared them on his website, but that was my humble way to say thank you to Dr. McDougall. So there is a ton of resources on this website, and the majority of it's free, that we do. But I do want to point out to you, under the weight loss program, if you go under weight loss program and the videos, the recipe videos, if you can go there under the weight loss program and under recipe video packages. So what I've been doing now is taking, because broke my teeth on how to edit and create cooking videos. So now I've created these recipe video packages. So package number 1 and it features all the recipes. You can see the pictures of the food there, and it shows you get the cooking video, which is usually about a 1 to 2 minute version that I've condensed down for you on how to make this. But then you get the recipe, so you can print the recipe out to your heart's content. Once you buy this package, it's $9.99 for all of these recipes that you get. I teach you how to batch cook potatoes in the Instant Pot, batch cook rice, because a lot of people don't know how to use the Instant Pot. So and I teach you these cooking techniques and how to use them. And then you get the recipes. So you can print out the recipes, make your shopping list, go shopping. If you make all this food for 1 week, you're going to be set. So, and then if you scroll down, there's where I just posted the second video package. And oh my God, I have to tell you, those banana oat balls. Whoa. Wow. That was born out of sheer desperation, because if you come to my house, in my wellness center, as I call my kitchen, you're not going to find, anything except weight loss, just whole foods. That's it, because I'm on a weight loss journey. So it was out of sheer desperation. So I started playing around with the air fryer, and wow, came up with this amazing, amazing, amazing recipe. So you get all of those recipes in there for $9.99. So you can get that, and, we send them out to you right away. So yeah. And all of these are what we call, Starch Queens compliant for the Starch Queens weight loss program. So pretty tasty stuff. So there's just so much there. And, a lot of research, from the medical doctors. There's tons of resources, again, documents that I've created along the way to help you. People have asked me, what vitamin B12 do you take, and, whatever. So I show them. So there you are.
Oh, that's fantastic. Boy, really fantastic information. Those banana oat balls sound awesome.
Wow.
And I know on your YouTube channel, you have thousands of subscribers, right?
I'm over 12,000 at this point.
Ooh,
I've got,
that's amazing.
I know. And I've got, I'm working right now with a gentleman from Bristol Video Productions, who is going to help me with my website, or my YouTube channel, because he's like, you're not maximizing it. And I'm like, really? So he's going to help me with that and take my YouTube channel to the next level. So I'm excited about that. But I just put out there the videos. I mean, there's all the lectures, all the, the Q&As, especially we're doing Tuesday night. We call it Talking Tuesdays with the Starch Queen. We do it at 8:00 Eastern, 5:00 Pacific. And it's live on Facebook, and we take your questions. Anybody can join us. We launch from the Starch Queen's Facebook page, and we go live. But then I download that and record it, and then upload it to my YouTube channel. So if you're not on Facebook, because a lot of people are not on Facebook, but have subscribed to my YouTube channel, so they'll get, and you get, when you subscribe, you get notified when I upload a new video. So I've got a bunch of things coming up that I've got to upload. I'm behind in my editing. Anyway.
Well, that sounds great. I want to put that in the comments. You said you do this broad live Q&A when?
Tuesday nights, Talking Tuesdays with the Starch Queens. So it's the Q&A on Tuesday nights at 8:00 Eastern, 5:00 Pacific. So we do that Tuesday nights, and we have a lot of fun. And we take the questions first from people that are in our Starch Queens program. So we answer your questions first, but then, anybody who has questions within the audience, we try and answer those. And I'll tell you, if I don't have an answer, I'll tell you I don't have an answer. I'll find out and I'll research it. And then next Tuesday, I'll have an answer for you. So, I try and I'm not going to make up something just to sound like I know. No, I'll be the first to go, yeah, I don't know, but I'll find out.
Okay. I see that your partner in prosperity, Nancy, is out in the audience. Hello, Nancy Norby Matthews. So glad you could join us. And I think I'm going to be interviewing you in the next few weeks to be talking about your story and your journey, because I know it's absolutely amazing too. Yes,
it is. It is. It is. And she's now starting to have an impact on her family. So I'm excited about that. My family still is resistant, and it's frustrating. I call them the carnivores, and it's difficult when we get together because we do get together for family events, and it's tough. And I have, come up with strategies on how to deal with that. And, I've kind of modified my strategies over the years. So now I just bring foods. In the beginning, I would spend like 2 days in the kitchen and bring enough food for an army, just to make sure that I had food that I was compliant with. But, now I just bring an hors d'oeuvre, something that I can have, so I can at least have something there. And then I'll bring a salad, because everybody eats salad in our family. Okay. And then I'll bring the Plant Pure Nation. And if you've not seen these foods from Plant Pure Nation, oh my God, I have them. We get the trays, and we'll just bring the mini Hot Logics, and they have the mini Hot Logics now have the 9x13. So 2 of those trays fit perfectly in there. Zip it up. We plug it in when we get there. And then my husband and I have a meal. So that's what we eat for the main course. And then I'll bring my chocolate peanut butter pie, because everybody loves that. And it's a higher caloric density thing. And everybody loves that. And I can have a little one, and I'm okay with that now. So that's my survival strategies.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Go back to the Plant Pure Nation foods, because I'm just so impressed with what they're doing.
Oh my
These
gosh.
are Kim Campbell, talking about her earlier, Kim Campbell's creations. And I was so delighted the other day. I was in my local Publix, and I'd heard that they were in Publix, but I normally have my groceries delivered, so I hadn't gone in there. And I saw them in the frozen foods. I know that I can go online and order them. They're really inexpensive. They make life so easy. They're so much healthier than what you can get from Nutrisystem and those other companies that have the foods that are filled with oil, filled with sodium, filled with preservatives. I know you're an expert in this area. You could go on about it probably for days, but and they're delicious. And
they're amazing.
If it's not spicy enough for you, you can spice it up a little bit. I like to add a little Tabasco sauce or chili garlic sauce or something like that. But those are really fantastic to share.
For my husband, he loves them. They're husband approved. So I used to, when I would go away, because I'm, in the summertime, I have time off, more than he does. And so I would be off, and so before I used to cook for days and then freeze everything. And I'd come back and it'd all be in the freezer. And I'd be like, well, why didn't you eat the food? And he's like, well, it was, I just ate out. I'm like, really? So I stopped cooking. So I buy those. He likes those entrees. He'll take them, put them in a little mini Hot Logic, and he heats them up, and he can handle that because he's not a cook. He does not like to be in the kitchen. He likes to have food arrive in front of him. And, when I'm not there to arrive it in front of him, then he's okay with taking the dish. He can handle that out of the freezer, put it into the mini Hot Logic. We're good. So they're husband approved. I don't think there's one he doesn't like. I mean, we just get the multi-pack that, I think if you buy 20, it's cheaper. So we just bought we went to Home Depot and bought a freezer, a little small, space freezer, because they are bulky in size, because it's a pound of food. It is a pound of food that you're getting. It's incredible. So
that's a good point. They do take up a lot of space, and my freezer, I have two refrigerators, so 2 freezers, so they were quite full, but it's certainly worth it. And then it makes it so easy just to pop these in and know that you're eating something that's healthy, nourishing. It's not going to, they're not filled with the cholesterol and the saturated fats, the issues that you're going, causing the problems that you're going to get with the cancer and the Alzheimer's and lung disease and all these different diabetes and high blood pressure, all these things. You can eat these, and they're inexpensive. They're really very inexpensive. Look at that. For 2 people, I'm looking $20, 20 frozen meals, $160. So that's less than $10 for 2 people, less than $5 a person. I mean, the numbers are crazy.
I know. They're insane. It's insane. So, I mean, for a great price for amazing food. I just went to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, bought just this little space freezer that can easily hold, because we order 20 at a time. When we get low, call up, we put another order in and we get another batch of 20. And we, use them especially if we're traveling, they're awesome. If we're going for a day trip or whatever, or if we're going to the carnivores, then I don't have to sit there and cook, and try and impress them and sit there and get 20 questions about, well, what is this? What's in the ingredients? And what is it, how does it? I hated that. I felt like I was in the, the Grand Inquisition about it's food. Just eat it. Shut up and eat it.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's just, I want to get people really excited about these dishes. Thai drunken veggies, the African stew, the Asian stewed tofu, and garden sesame noodles, nachi with sweet potato. Now, let's go back to
They keep coming back with more. They keep coming out with more. I mean, they're just incredible. So I can't say enough about them. Their evolution, they've gone through many, many changes since they first launched this. And every time, I think it's better. Like each time we get another order, and I'll text Kim, oh my God, Kim, wow, whatever you did, this is even better, whatever you did. I'll text her and tell her. It's like, they're incredible. She just keeps getting them, it makes them better, and they keep getting perfected better and better and better. And each time, I mean, it's been a journey. So from the beginning, I thought they were good, but now it's like they've taken it to Jedi level, and it's like, wow. So.
Yeah. And Nancy is mentioning in the comments that it's even better financially because, I saw that the other day. I'm like, really? That's amazing. So They have a subscription program for $10 per month, and that gives you even a greater discount. So it's amazing. Yep. Well, let's relate, so if I signed up for your weight loss program, can I eat these foods on your program?
Generally not, because I know, right? And Kim and I have had this conversation because these foods are targeted to people that are trying to transition from the SAD diet, the standard American diet. So they tend to have a little bit higher fats that they use like a cashew cream or things like that. So they have nuts in there to give it the flavor, the mouthfeel that we tend to like and associate. But, and some of these could be okay. Because they're lower caloric density. Some of them are, but in general, because we get the variety package, and again, these, for my husband are great because he doesn't need to lose weight, but I'm still on the weight loss program. So these wouldn't be a good choice for that, just because they do use a little bit higher amount, and we also don't use sugar. We try and eliminate that. I mean, I know it's very difficult for a lot of people to eliminate sugar and salt as well, because salt's going to be retaining the fluids and things like that. So they do have salt in these recipe packages, the frozen foods. So this would not be a good choice for this to try and lose weight. So we're very focused on lower caloric density foods, but there's no portion control. You're not counting calories. You're not counting carbs. You are absolutely eating. There is no hunger here. Okay, because if I had to be hungry, I wouldn't have lasted. I would not have lost the weight because and honey, can I eat? Let me tell you, I eat. Let me tell you. And when you see how much I eat, because I usually post, we have a Facebook group, Plant-Based Westchester, and I pack my food. I carry my food. I carry a cooler with me at all times. And they call me the bag lady at school because I carry a cooler. I got my briefcase. I got my purse, So the bag lady, you can hear me clunking down the hall with my, my clean canteens, clunk, 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 as they go through. But I carry my food, my drink with me at all times. And I usually post a picture when I get to school. I'll take whatever I'm eating for my main meal and put it into the mini hot logic and start heating it up. But before I do that, I'll take a picture of my food and say, here's what I'm eating today, and I'm boring. I eat, I'll batch cook on the weekends, and then pretty much it's almost like the same picture every day. My fruit might change, or whatever, but I'm pretty boring. And, keep your food boring and your life exciting.
I like that. Keep your food boring and your life exciting. And you guys, we didn't even really talk about that Jeanne is actually, she has a PhD. She teaches environmental science and biology. What is it you teach? Because I mean, it's
chemistry
so in line with what.
Oh yeah, chemistry is my main background, and then environmental science I've taught before. I'm not teaching that this year, but biology as well. I mean, I've taught everything. I've taught physics. I've taught nutrition. You name it, I've taught it in my world. I've been teaching for over 30 years, and I've taught physics, physical science. You name it, I've taught it. In every genre. Every science you can possibly think of, I've taught it somewhere along the line.
So it's fantastic that you're bringing these awesome teaching skills to what you're doing now.
Exactly.
I don't think we covered, and of course this is going to be for today on this course, but what is the pricing? And people may be watching this video later, years from now, and it may be different, but if someone wanted to sign up for that incredible course that you mentioned, how many days is it? When do they start? Give me the details.
So glad you asked. It's $97 for the enrollment fee. And that enrollment fee includes the monthly subscription for the month you sign up. So you can sign up anytime. So we start, and then if you sign up, let's say mid-month, then you get access. We roll you into the classroom, and you get all the access to all the things that we've posted from the beginning of the month. So you get the whole month, even though you sign up halfway through. So you can sign up anytime you want. And then if you want to continue in the program after that, it's just $27.95 a month. And then you can discontinue at any time or come back in at any time. So some people,
fantastic.
Yeah. No,
right. Well,
for the amount
go ahead.
For the amount of education that you're getting, it's phenomenal price.
I agree. And you guys get in on this class before the price goes up, because it certainly might, because they're offering tremendous value. I mean, this is way more education than I've been hearing about in most groups that cost a lot more than this. Yeah. So I see that we have a lot of people out there. If you guys have been getting as much, getting value from this, which I'm sure you have, because Jeanne has shared a lot of golden nuggets with us. She shared her story. She shared some of her success habits and secrets and the trifecta approach, and all about the course that she and her partner, Nancy Matthews, are doing. Share this with others. Just press that little share button underneath, certainly comment. I see that your friend Lisa Sin is out there. She says, hi, Jeanne. And with that, gosh, I think you could tell Jeanne and I could talk for days about food and how much we love food, and we love our new life, and we love just the energy that we have, and we want to share this with others. So part of my way of sharing is doing this show, because I know there's just so much bad information out there about what we should be eating and what we should be doing. And so for Nancy and Jeanne to have the wherewithal and the vision to call themselves the Starch Queens, it's like people don't think they should eat starch. Well, we're going to call ourselves the Starch Queens because we know that those foods are actually really good, nourishing, healthy, satisfying, and they help people make that transition between eating the foods that are actually really bad for them, which our society is telling us are good for you, to these foods that we are being told are not good for us, and they really are. So with that, give the websites. Where should we look for you? How can we get in on this course? And then
just one quick thing about starches. If you've not seen this, I did a fantastic interview with Andrew Spudfit Taylor, and if you don't know who he is amazing. He basically realized he had a food addiction. And I'm the first one to go, hi, I'm Jeanne Schumacher. I'm a food addict. I'm the first one to admit it, because I am. There's no question. So he realized it and realized how it was affecting him. I mean, he was obese. He needed to lose weight. He suffered from major depression that he kept from his wife. And finally, it broke. It snapped him. And he ate potatoes, only potatoes, for 1 year. And it broke his food addiction. And he
lost 100 pounds. I think 110.
It's amazing. So if you've not seen that, go to my YouTube channel and look for that interview with him. He is amazing. And
he eliminated his depression. It is an amazing story.
Yeah, it's an amazing story. So join us. You can go to starchqueens.net to get all that. We shared a lot of information with you on that. There's a lot of resources out there on that website. I'm continually adding to that website and building and changing it. I've been working on that website for like 5 years, and I just continue to add to it at all times. And then I just built the new one, Starch Queens, SQweightloss.com. And that's where the weight loss program is. You can also find it on starchqueens.net, but we have the website, Starch Queens, SQweightloss.com. So that's where the website is for the weight loss program. That's where the Q&As, you can see those. They're on the link is there. You can see the actual page and go through and scroll down through the Q&As that we've done. So, or you can go to the Starch Queens Facebook page and scroll through that. But I made it easier and put it there, and then listed what we talked about, kind of give you the Reader's Digest condensed version. So you can go through and if there's something of a topical interest to you, what we talked about. And we also take questions, again, through Tuesday nights is Talking Tuesdays. And then Sunday nights, just for the people in our program, we've done webinars. Oh my gosh, these are some powerful, powerful topics that we've done on these, and it's just for the people in the weight loss program. And we record them, so if you can't join us live, then, because we usually have a Q&A session after we do the webinar, then if you can't join us live, then I record it and then post it for our group.
Oh, terrific. That's great. And I see that Nancy has shared one of the websites, the sqweightloss.com. I shared starchqueens.net. I see that my good friend, Dr. Patricia McGuire, who's a medical doctor, she knows a thing or two about plant-based weight loss. She's a frequent guest on this program, and she has lost 50 pounds, over 50 pounds.
Wow.
And she is also plant-based now for a little over a year, and she just is amazed by the benefits of this as well. And she says she shared this with her Facebook friends already. So, and Lisa, who may also, Nancy said hello to Gracie. So is Lisa Gracie? I don't know. Anyway,
Gracie's in the background.
Oh, that's Gracie. Okay.
That's
hey, Gracie.
That's
okay. So
Gracie.
Lisa Sin says, this is the best weight loss program ever.
Oh,
wow. That's powerful.
Thanks, Lisa. She's been doing amazing. She's been in my since she started with us in the 10-day challenges and then joined us in the weight loss program. And she has done a phenomenal job. I mean, every month she's losing more and more and learning and educating herself. And, every day she makes these comments, because the more you start to put into educating yourself, because nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to do this for you. You have to take control of your health destiny. Because what are you going to do? You go to the doctor, what do you get? 10 minutes with him, and you're going to walk out with a prescription for whatever ails you. They're not going to the root cause of whatever is causing your problems.
Yeah, because they don't know. They're not trained. Most doctors in this country today take almost no nutrition classes. Most of them take none, and some take a teeny tiny bit. And,
which I don't get that. I don't get that. I mean, if you're driving an Indy 500 race car, you're going to know the exact perfect fuel ratio that's going to make that machine run at its peak performance. But the human body?
Your car. I think about my name is Car, and I think about the body as a car a lot. Yeah, you can have the best oil, the best kind of gasoline. You're going to make sure that the battery's charged and that you have the right kind of other fluids, transmission fluids. I'm not going to get into all that, but you know what? I know what you're saying.
But a doctor doesn't even focus on the food that's driving us, the fuel that is running us. There no questions about that. None. Anyway.
You are right. All right. Well, let me just wrap up. Nancy says, great interview, ladies. Lisa says 30 pounds and going down. It's the support and education. It works. Well, with that, I think that's a fabulous way to end it. And we are going to close our broadcast. Keep those questions coming. Go and talk to Nancy and to Jeanne and get your life transformed. They are fantastic people to get to know. They have benefited me and my life so much just knowing them. And I know that they're going to really help you a lot too. So with that, be healthy and be happy.